What's going on, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RSQ3. So for those who missed the original video, about a month or so ago, I popped over to TC Garage and had the REVO Stage 1 put on the car. So I thought it would be time to do like a 1 month update. Can't even talk properly today. But yeah, just recapping. So it's not going well for me today. The car, stock form, 400 brake. After stage 1, about 460. It's not been dynoed, but about that because it's got a supporting mod which helps to boost the power up. But yeah, so I've been daily driving it, long distances, a lot for the past month. So I thought it would be time to do an update. So let's jump in the car and see how it's coming along. No battery. So let's talk daily driving. Like realistically, it's not really changed much. I keep the car a lot in comfort mode, and yeah, you don't really notice much of a difference. It is very OEM feeling. It's not like cars anymore like jerky now or anything like that. However, a couple of differences are that now in comfort mode, for example, when the car is under heavier load, so when you put your foot down and go for it, the valves do open up more, so you get a bit more of a exhaust noise coming out, which is always welcome. And of course, where the boost has been bumped up, you get a lot more of the intake sound, which is no surprise to anyone that I absolutely love the flutter and intake sound that the car has. Let's quickly put, and it's just like there, coming out of junctions, it's great. Now, hopefully the camera picked that up. One thing I have noticed that in comfort mode is if you go from like just pulling around slowly to then putting your foot down and going for it, the car gets a little bit confused because like there it just bounced off of a limiter in first, and then it took like a little bit of a chance to be like, oh, I need second gear, go. But yeah, it's just one of those things that you just deal with, because it's not like you're doing that all the time. And if you are doing sportier driving, then you would just, for my case, press the RS button twice. It puts it into RS2 mode, and it just goes into the sportier gearbox, sportier everything, and that's when the car does respond a lot more aggressively. But again, it only had an ECU tune, so not the gearbox. So again, there, the gearbox is still as it was. So it could be that the car's just not expecting to have the extra power. Well, I say the gearbox having extra power. So it's not expecting to build up speed quite that quickly. But yeah, absolutely love this car. And again, touching on to like the daily driving, the fuel efficiency is exactly the same. Like I've done quite a few long journeys up and down the M20, M25, M1, all of that kind of stuff, and it's exactly the same. Like you stick to your motorway speeds, it's no different. So it's not like you get the increased performance but you're then having to spend a lot more on fuel all the time. It's just, if you're driving with your foot down a lot more, then yeah, you're going to be spending more. Now, I do love...
I think he just shit himself.
I think he just shit himself.
Good Lord, this guy shit himself big time.
Okay. Moving on to the more important stuff though, the power, performance gains, all of that stuff, that's where you notice the real difference. So like even just like they're pulling out of junctions, it's just so much more just on the go, especially if the car is in dynamic or RS modes or whatever you've got set up. It really is a case of you put your foot down and the car is gone. It's exactly what I wanted, like looking into getting a stage 1 map. It's done exactly everything that I would have expected it to. So because today is a drier day than when I originally got the car mapped, if you've seen the original video, you'd know that it was quite a rainy day. It's quite a warm, hot day today, so I think we should try and get some more better 0 to 60 times and see what the car really is capable of. And I think we should actually try out the launch control as well, give that a go. Hopefully don't break anything on the car, but you know, we've got to try these things out. So if you did watch the original video, I used the onboard 0 to 60 data logger. I've now also got one on my phone, so if we just do a bit of both, I do a launch control, set it up on the car one, I'll also have the GPS on the phone, so that way we can compare, just in case one's slightly less accurate. However, we're definitely going to base it on the lower number, because that's all about the bragging rights. You're not going to say, oh, it's actually slower. If one of them says a lower number, that's what we're going with. So let's go find our little spot and yeah, let's get this launch control set up and see what the car can actually do. Right, we've got the car in full dynamic mode. We've got traction control slightly off, not fully off. We've got acceleration measurement on the screen ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to left foot on the brake, right foot on the throttle, and go. Now there we go, that's already a much better speed. It did bog a little bit to start with, but yeah, it's definitely better. So much like the best made plans, the phone GPS decided not to work. However, the in-car one registered a 4.7, which, I mean, that's pretty respectable for what it is. Now again, it's not proper like racetrack conditions and all of that. Car did bog at the very beginning, but can't really do anything about that, can I? So unless it's in like absolute perfect like drag race, kind of like Santa Pod, then that's about as good as we're going to get. But realistically, I'd say that's a spicy number. Now another addition with the REVO Stage 1 is when the car's in dynamic mode and you let off, you get the pops and bangs. So it is a little bit chavvy, but it's also, you know what, I like it. Now the older RS3, so the 8V model, it had that from factory. It always done it in dynamic. I remember when I test drove one when I bought my S3, again, yeah, it was just doing the pops and bangs every time you let off in dynamic and on the downshift. So it's because, I think I remember reading up, it's since they've added the GPF filter to the exhaust that cars have stopped doing it. But clearly it's just a little variation that you put into the tune, and yeah, that's all it is. It just adds a little bit of character. And the good thing is where it is only in dynamic gearbox mode, you just change the car, you put it into comfort or literally any other setting, and it just drives and sounds exactly as normal. So I've got mine also set up on RS1 mode. Everything's comfort except for engine is more pronounced, so it just opens up the valves. So even in this mode, it doesn't pop and bang or anything like that. So it's not like you're stuck with having chav mode like constantly, which for me is a great addition, because when you do want those moments of just having a little bit more noise, a little bit more sort of theatre from the car, then yeah, at the push of a button you've got it. And then as soon as you're entering your residential area, like near where you live, you just turn it off to not annoy all the neighbours, and you just keep everyone happy. It's basically a win-win situation. So as I mentioned, I do have a supporting mod, as I had fitted the MST induction kit. And I'd done that before even planning on doing the stage one. It just worked out that way. But the benefits of the stage one is you don't actually need to do anything to the car. So if you just want that bit more power, you can just go and get it done without having to change anything on the car. Obviously, if you do change some bits, like add the air filter intake kit, then you do get a bit more benefits, as obviously the car breathes better, gets more air, all of that stuff. So it does increase the power a little bit. But yeah, so am I thinking about doing more to the car? There is a lorry coming at me. Hopefully it goes round. The lorry did in fact not go round, so here we are. Anyway, am I thinking about doing more to the car? Potentially. Before doing the stage one, I was considering doing the Scorpion GPF back exhaust system, just to get a little bit more noise from the car. However, since doing the stage one, where they've changed some of the variables, so like the exhaust valves open up a bit more, and like the overrun as well in the sport mode, dynamic mode. I'm not 100% sure if it needs it now. However, never say never. And I mean, realistically, the other things to do at this point is intercooler upgrade stage 2. But again, I'm not sure if the car needs it. So the stage 1 was just to fill in a couple of gaps where the stock car has to obviously be dialed back a little bit. They're never quite at their maximum performance for like longevity reasons, so that like manufacturers don't have issues with bits breaking or whatnot. However, the cars are normally capable of more than what they come out of the box like. So am I going to do something else in the future? Potentially, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, let me know what you guys think. Should I do anything else to it? The only thing I could probably think about is when the brake pads are done, I could probably just put some upgraded pads in just to help. However, the car still stops amazingly, and it's not like I'm taking this on track or doing track days or anything like that. The only thing that I probably will want to do is the Nürburgring. But again, that's going to have to be a trip that gets organized when the guys fancy it. So hopefully we can get a group together and head down to the ring, because it'll be pretty fun to go a big group of cars again. But to cut a long story short, was the stage 1 worth it? In my eyes, 100%. It completely transformed the driving experience. The car is just phenomenal now. And like I mentioned, it doesn't really impact the fuel efficiency. However, you've got the more power. It's just like the peace of mind. Like if you need to put your put your foot down to get around something, all that kind of stuff, it just does it. It gets up and goes. And yeah, 100% worth it. So if you are considering doing something like this to your RSQ3, then I would 100% say go and do it. So I think that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to drop the video a like. Let me know down below. Have you got an RSQ3? Have you been thinking about this kind of stuff? What else should I do? Like, what do you want to see out of the RSQ3? Let me know. And make sure to subscribe, because there's plenty more videos to come. We've got the MX-5. So much to fit to that. So little time. We've got Bars TT that we're going to be rewrapping as of today. Is going to be next week. So we're going to do a whole video on that car, because we've realized we've not actually done an in-depth video on the car, all the mods, everything. You've seen it on the channel a few times. However, once we've done the new wrap, which is going to look amazing on it, we're going to go and do a full in-depth video, mods, what it's like, everything that's been done to it, because that car has got such an extensive list. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.